Good morning, Mr. George.
Morning.
Let's touch base with Mr. Bush for a minute and see what we got here. John, you got Jessica Pangle.
That will be included this morning there.
She in custody?
No, she's here.
Okay, no, in a minute, we're gonna get to it. Brian Humenga,
He's here. That will be a prelim next week. Joint presumably with
who's the co-defendant?
Amy White. That's Mr. George's client.
All right, Mr. Humenga, is he here?
Right
Yes.
there.
All right, your matter has been continued to next Tuesday at 1 o'clock.
I'd like to place the offer on the record.
Well, we have Miss White.
I'll go grab.
All right, I wasn't gonna do this now, but I might as well. People versus Brian O'Neill Humenga. Mr. Humenga, would you come up and have a seat with your lawyer, Mr. Bush? You're charged with possession of methamphetamine. Let's take a look at your case. Have a seat with your lawyer there. To be more comfortable. It's alleged that on or about August 28th, you possessed methamphetamine in the village of White Pigeon. It's sum total what I know about it. It's a misdemeanor, a felony punishable by up to 10 years imprisonment and a fine of up to $15,000. Mr. John Bush is here, indicated the defendant wishes to have prelim. Chief Assistant Prosecutor Robert is here. There is a co-defendant, Amy White. Are you Amy White? Who's represented by Mr. George. That's file 251758. Mr. Robert, what's the plea offer?
Thank you. An offer was made of use of methamphetamine, which would be a misdemeanor. It also looks like the defendant doesn't have any prior drug history. So he is someone who would probably be eligible for a 7411 probation. In this case, the defendant did confess to the officer that the methamphetamine belonged to him. So if there's a prelim and the case is bound over, that offer is off the table. We would take it to trial on the felony and there'd be no further negotiations on this case.
Same offer for Ms. White.
Yep, but she had a prior 7411 probation in 2022.
So the offer would be to a misdemeanor, but no 7411.
Correct.
All right. Now, Mr. Humenga, let's talk about this. What you're charged with is possession of methamphetamine. That's a felony. It's punishable by up to 10 years in prison and a fine of up to $15,000. It used to suspend your license, but it doesn't anymore. They've offered a misdemeanor called use of a controlled substance or use of methamphetamine and a probation called section 7411 probation. If you successfully complete the probation, the charge could be taken off your record and there would be no public record of the conviction. If you have the preliminary examination, that plea offer is going to be withdrawn. Do you understand? You have to speak your answer.
Yes, sir.
And they would proceed on a felony charge in the circuit court. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you want to discuss that with your attorney further? Or you want me to just set it for a prelim for next Thursday?
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Yeah, thank you.
Set it for a prelim.
All right.
Just want to be clear, if he shows up next week and wants to plea, our office will not accept that. This is his chance to make a decision to enter an admission in this case. After today, we're sending out subpoenas, so
Yeah.
so he is making this in full knowledge of what the situation is.
When you have a prelim, they have to subpoena the witnesses, including the police officers or any other witness. So they have to come in sometimes on their day off or on overtime. And so what they're trying to avoid is having all the witnesses come in and next Tuesday saying, oh, I just changed my mind. I want to take the misdemeanor. So I guess you got till the end of the day to decide, because they don't want to send a bunch of subpoenas out unnecessarily. You also owe me $480 worth of unpaid fines and costs. You have a misdemeanor registration plate from 2023 that's unpaid, and you have a failed to transfer plate. Wow, that's expensive. $360. You know, $480. Have you made any payment on any of that?
Yeah.
When did you make your last payment?
Not sure when I made the last payment. It might have been the last time I appeared in front of you.
The last time I said, go make a payment? All right, well, I want to make sure this is what you want to do. You want to prelim in this matter next Tuesday at 1 o'clock. All right. Have a seat for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. And in the matter of Amy White, that's Mr. George's client. This is file 251758 FY. Are you Amy Lynn White?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your charge alleges that at the same place and time, August 28th, in the village of White Pigeon, that you possess methamphetamine. The offer would be the same, lead to a misdemeanor use of methamphetamine, but you're not eligible for 7411 probation because apparently you already had it once. Mr. George, what's your client's position?
Your Honor, the offer was relayed of the use of methamphetamine to dismiss the felony. My client has rejected that and asked for a plea next week.
Okay. Do you understand you're in the same boat as Mr. Humenga? The offer will be withdrawn by the end of the day.
Yes.
All right, it's all the same to me. I'll be here next week. Either way. That'll be 9/16/25 at 1 o'clock. If you have a change of heart, contact your attorney immediately before the end of the day. We could do this any day this week, but if not, I'll see you both next Tuesday at 1 o'clock.
All right.
Thank you.
That kind of took us down a rabbit hole there. I was just trying to figure out who was what, but we got two people cleared up out of here. I wanted Mr. Humenga to go out to the counter, but I didn't make that clear, so.
You need to tell them to record it, confess it.
dogs in there and that looked like a real mess. Probably pit bulls. Okay, where were we? Mr. Bush? Did we finish your cases?
Yeah, I have some here. So.
All right. Let's see here. Danette Carter. Just tell me what we're gonna do with her.
I was gonna do a verbal waiver. I don't have the form in my file. I don't know where she went. She's been.
She's here. I see her, Mama D. I'll just have a seat. I'll print out a waiver. And does that finish yours?
No, I have Jessica Pangle, who would be a plea,
Yes, I got her set aside.
and I have Scott Wells. There is a misdemeanor offer. I don't think he's gonna accept it, but he's at the jail. I will go over and see him face to face. I think that works easier for me.
All right, well, let's take care of Miss Pangle before I send you over to the jail. I'm gonna take a short recess. We'll take a plea on Miss Pangle, then you can go out to the jail. I did find Miss Williams' file. All right, Mr. George, no, I didn't want to do it right this minute. I'm gonna take a break. I've been sitting here for 2 hours. Mr. George, what have you got for me?
So I have Ms. Cardozo. She's executed a waiver. She's in custody, Your Honor. She wants to be heard on bond.
All right. Do you speak English?
Yes.
Was there a plea offer?
Yes, it was the OWI third, dismiss everything else. And she is one, I didn't say anything to Josh, but she is one that might be sobriety court type consideration.
She was on my radar. Taylor Young?
Taylor Young has executed a waiver. She is here.
Miss Young, would you come forward? Are you Taylor Nicole Young?
Yes,
This is file number 251217. Miss Young, you owe $2,747 worth of other unpaid fines and costs. You have a larceny by conversion way back from 2016 that had a big restitution component. You still owe $1,400 in that case. You have a home invasion that you owe $450 that you never paid from 2020. You have 2 felony possession of methamphetamines that were reduced to use. You owe $450 in each of those. I can wipe that all out with a jail sentence. Would you like me to just do a jail sentence and wipe out those fines for about
No.
1,001 days?
no,
All right, you're still struggling with your substance abuse issues, but you need to pay on this old stuff.
yes.
When did you make any payment?
I can't remember when, but I did fill out some applications to get a job. So here, hopefully soon I'll be able to start making payments.
Are you still living on 8th Street?
Yes,
All right, this isn't good. I'm inclined to wipe those out with a substantial jail sentence, but at this point, I'm not gonna do anything about it. You need to start to pay on your existing fines.
I will.
All right, you're free to go. Stay in contact with your lawyer.
All right, thank you.
I need to print a waiver on Danette Carter. Jordan was very happy to return a lot of these cases to you. Okay. Is Miss Williams yours or Jordan's?
That's
That's
Jordan's.
All right. Teresa Standish?
Teresa is here. She's going to be entering a plea to a misdemeanor offer.
Anthony Green.
Anthony Green has executed a waiver in both of his files. So I just I can go grab him, I can get him off.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Green, you've executed a waiver. We talked about your case at the arraignment. You owe me some money. We talked about that.
Yes, sir.
Have you paid anything on any of that stuff?
No, but I do plan on paying. You've given me some time.
All right, checks in the mail. All right, same thing. I could wipe it out with a jail sentence, but I want you to stay in contact with your lawyer and I want you to pay on your unpaid tickets.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're good to go.
Thank you very much, sir.
Dustin Garn.
Dustin Darn has not appeared, Your Honor.
All right, I'll go print a waiver on Danette Carter. Send that out for you, John. We'll come back, take the first plea on Miss Pango. Is that a sobriety court type of case?
I would think that that should be at least considered.
All right, did you have one more?
I think Josh had him up too. Mr. Stauffer is in custody in Elkhart County. I don't know if the court has him up for today. Can you
He's not even on my
Okay,
docket.
all right, disregard that. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Okay, everybody, thank you for your patience. It's 9:30. I'm gonna take the balance of the misdemeanors out, print a waiver on Miss Carter. Miss Carter, you've already got a case bound over to circuit court. One more of these and they'll set your bond at about $7 billion. So I don't want you to get any more trouble till these cases are resolved. All right, let me stop
Do you need
this.
to see her if she signs?
No,
the waiver?
she can sign the waiver and then she can
That's
go.
fine, just wanted to clear that up.
All right, let's talk about that. Judge Middleton's docket in this stretch was all about drawing bright lines for defendants sitting on the edge of serious felony trouble line cases involved Brian Humenga and Amy White, co-defendants charged with possession of methamphetamine. The prosecutor put it plainly. The evidence included a confession from Humenga that the drugs were his, and the offer on the table was a misdemeanor use charge instead of a felony. For Humenga, with no prior drug history, it came with the sweetener of a potential 74-11 probation. Completed successfully, and the conviction disappears from public record. But there was a catch. The deal expired that day. If either defendant went forward with a preliminary exam next week, the offer vanished, subpoenas would be issued, and the state would press the felony in circuit court. Middleton underlined the point. This wasn't a revolving door plea. You don't get to wait until the cops show up for court and then change your mind. Both defendants, though, said they'd take their chances and set it for prelim. Middleton didn't let the hearing pass without reminding Humenga that he also owed $480 in old fines from earlier registration and plate violations. It was a practical jab. Even if the felony risk didn't scare him, ignoring unpaid tickets would. He gave them the rest of the day to reconsider, but otherwise locked them into the calendar. Other defendants paraded through with their own brand of problems. Taylor Young, with a history of larceny and drug cases dating back years, still owed thousands in unpaid fines. Middleton bluntly suggested he could wipe it all out with a jail sentence, about $1,000 in one day, but held off, telling her to make payments and reminding her the old stuff doesn't just disappear. Anthony Green got the same warning, with the judge joking that his checks in the mail excuse wasn't cutting it. The atmosphere was typical Middleton, dry humor laced with warnings and a clear sense of lines being drawn. For Humenga and White, the message was stark. Take the misdemeanor today or risk a felony conviction tomorrow. For the others, it was about unpaid fines and past mistakes still hanging overhead. Through it all, Middleton kept his rhythm, part patient explainer, part stern taskmaster, with just enough wit to keep the room from grinding down. Time to break this one down. Judge Middleton made it clear that chances